wellness, I like to talk about it in terms of a triangle, about moving more, eating better, and stressing less. Okay, now look. I realize when that goes up there, somebody here thought to themselves, sure. What is that skinny chick going to tell me about my life? And perhaps you didn't use the word chick. I'm okay with that. But I want to remind you that this was me, 80 pounds heavier than I am today. And you might be thinking to yourself, but you were pregnant. I was 7 months pregnant. Can you imagine how big I would have been if I'd gone the whole 9 months? And you might be thinking, oh, but you had twins. They were 3 pounds, 15 ounces, 4 pounds, 11 ounces. No matter how much credit you give me for the placentas, it doesn't add up to 80 pounds. And you know that thing that they tell pregnant women? Oh, don't worry, honey. As soon as you have that baby, those pounds are going to fall right off. No, that's a lie. Here's me 6 months after the girls were born, celebrating my 10th anniversary with my wonderful husband. 30 of those pounds had fallen right off. 50 had taken up residence in my backside and decided to stay a while. And you know, by that point, I had graduated cardiac rehab, which is good. When you have something happen to your heart, you go to cardiac rehab, and they strap the monitor on you, make you to go do the treadmill and the bike and all of that, and you learn that if you exercise, you're not going to die, because it's scary after something's happened. And then they tell you to go home and do it yourself. 20 to 30 minutes of cardiovascular exercise every day. Now, you would think having a heart attack at age 35 would have turned me into the biggest workout queen in the world. But it didn't. I was a dance teacher in my former life. I was active just because that's what I did. I didn't have to make special time. But now I had to make time to get in the family room, on the bike, on the stand. And I was tired. I had infant twins, and I was tired. And let me explain what it is like to take infant twins to the grocery store. So you got to get them all bundled up, and you put one baby into the car seat, and you put the other baby into the car seat, and you take one car seat, and you go out to the car, and you put her in the car. And then I had to go back and get the other baby because I was not allowed to carry two at the same time and go get her. And I was never, in this whole process, ever smart enough to bring my purse on the first 2 trips. So I'd have to go back and get my purse and lock up the door and go and drive to the grocery store, where I would get out of the car, open the back of the car, get the big double stroller out, get one baby out of the car and into the stroller, get the other baby into the car and into the stroller, and go into the grocery store and grab the cart. And there I would go through the grocery store, speed shopping, because there is a little window where this is going to be okay. And I had to get it all done before this was going to be a nightmare. And so I would get everything I need, get everything onto the conveyor belt, get everything back into the cart, go out to the car, get one baby out of the stroller and into the car, get the other baby out of the stroller and into the car, get the stroller folded up and into the car, get all the groceries into the car. Get in the car and drive home. Then I would get home. Get one baby out of the car and into the house and out of the car seat and into the playpen. And get the other baby out of the car and into the house and out of the car seat and into the playpen. And at about that point, I would start to fantasize about how all the groceries were going to get from the house, from the car into the house, because I was tired. And then at the end of the day, I was supposed to get on that bike. And I didn't have it in me. But then I realized, hold on. That was a lot of work. There's a reason I'm tired. And in my past years as a dance teacher, I was also an adaptive movement specialist. I taught kids and adults with disabilities how to dance. And I was all about figuring out how to make it work. And I'm thinking, okay, I need to make this work. So I started being smarter about keeping track of that. Anybody use a pedometer? They are the best things ever. So you put it on your belt, and every step you take, it goes ka-chick. And if you get 10,000 of those ka-chicks in the day, that's worth 30 minutes of cardiovascular exercise, which is great. The best thing about it, you can cheat. So my sister is a hands-down all-time queen of the pedometer. She gets out of the shower in the morning and straps it to her underwear. She's not going to miss a step. But then she proceeds to brush her teeth like this. So this thing is going, anytime she's on her feet, she's moving. So it's a great thing. So think about it. When could you do this a little bit more? When you're brushing your teeth, when you're folding clothes, when you're washing dishes, when you're talking on the phone in your office, wherever it is. If you're moving a little bit, you're getting some activity, and that's what you need. Awesome. Now, I will tell you, if you're standing in the line at the grocery store going, it is better to have the earbuds in. Because then they just think you're listening to something great and can't help but move in, instead of thinking you're just nuts. In fact, you know what? Let's give that a try. Let's everybody stand up, and let's pretend we have that pedometer on our waist, and just give it a little wiggle.